Tactics Ogre Knight of Lodis was the fourth game in the Ogre Battle series, and ultimately the last new one we would see. Fingers crossed that'll change, but I doubt it. This one was more about the individual battle when compared to the war, which Ogre Battle and Ogre Battle 64 were more about. In this one, you play as a bunch of units that are fighting one battle at a time, and you have to defeat all the other units before you move on, or at least kill the boss. That wasn't necessarily what it was like in the other Ogre Battle games. It's similar to Tactics Ogre for the original PlayStation, but I hadn't played one of these tactics-based Ogre Battle games yet, so it was a new experience for me. There's still definitely the blood of Ogre Battle running through, though some of the people that originally created the game weren't involved in this one. There's no queen name attached to the title, there's nothing like that, but there's still an alignment system, there's still branching storylines, depending on choices you make and characters you meet and things like that. There's different character classes that you can only get depending upon alignment and other things like emblems that you might earn for attacking a certain unit a certain amount of times or killing dragons or things like that. And overall, it's an enjoyable game. Some people don't like it as much as, say, Fire Emblem on the same system or the original Ogre Battle, but I definitely liked it. Some of its mechanics and character designs influenced me for years to come. Personally, I enjoyed the elemental system. You had fire, water, earth, wind, holiness, and darkness, and they battled against each other. There are also different items you could equip that belong to a certain elemental plane, and I like that as well, and that's kind of influenced my writing, as silly as that sounds. I also like characters like the Dragoons with their golden armor, or the Sword Masters with their Japanese-style swords, or even the main villain, who's a half-angel, half-demon, basically a fallen angel. Shawhair was his name. I thought he was really interesting. The final battle, I tended to have a certain tactic which helped out. I would form this little triangle on the battlefield which helps you defend against certain units that keep popping up, and also allows you to hit Shawhair for as much damage as you can, as easily as you can, because without those tactics, it's kind of a hard thing to do. Basically, I sat there with one dude 2 spaces away and kept poking him with the spear and hitting him with all the summoning spells. Does anybody remember those, like Fenrir and Golem? Hitting them with the summoning spells until he eventually died. It took many turns, but it was a nice game. It was kind of a moody, melancholy game, which sometimes I can be as a person, so it fit me very nicely. If you like the Ogre Battle series and you haven't played this game and you own a Game Boy Advance, track it down. It's a very nice game. Man, I wish there were more Ogre Battle games to come, but